Hi everybody, Joff here. I'm Sarah's husband. Sarah's asked me to record a quick video for everybody. The reason you're seeing my face and not hers is because the sciencey side of why we're doing this stuff is my bread and butter as a health coach and a functional neurology practitioner. My obsession over the last 15 years has been about health. So she asked me to do this, to kind of give you guys an idea as to what we're doing with your money, with your donations, and how that's impacting her. First, you just want to start with a huge thank you to everybody that has donated along this journey in the last year or so. We would not be able to do any of it without you and the donations that you've given. We've spent probably north of £15,000 over this last year on tests initially, some very expensive tests, and lots of supplements and treatments along the way. And that wouldn't be achievable without your donations. There's no shadow of a doubt, none of that would have been available to us without it. And so we are eternally grateful. We're still overwhelmed a year on by everyone's kindness and generosity. She's asked me to give a quick explanation for those that want to see it or hear about it as to what we're doing, where your money's going, and how it might be impacting Sarah right now and the potential future. I'm recording this on a Friday, so Friday mornings we spend every Friday morning going to Sunningdale near Ascot, where we go to a hyperbaric treatment. And Sarah's in this torpedo tube. If you've been on the GoFundMe, you would have seen photos of her lying down in this torpedo tube in the hyperbaric oxygen therapy centre. And so she goes there once a week. That plays a huge part in her overriding health and reducing inflammation, etc. We've had lots of supplements over the last year or so. The reason we've done this stuff is because we know that the allopathic side, the conventional side of medicine, can only offer a certain amount of help. And they only, one medicine at a time, will offer one particular pathway of treatment. So our job, we've seen it, is to try and fill in the gaps where possible. And that's where your money's come in, because that's allowed us to step in and do the bits and pieces and to buy the extra bits and pieces that we just couldn't do on our own, because some of these are really, really expensive. I'll give you a quick idea as to something new that we've been trying in the last few months. Not many people in the cancer sphere are actually doing this. I don't actually know why. There's a couple of bits and pieces they are, but a lot of bits are not. So what we've moved on to, where your money's coming in, it's really, really useful, and it's very expensive what we're doing from a health perspective, is the use of peptides. So peptides are basically chains of amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, and they go in and they signal certain genes to switch on or switch off, depending on what's going on in the environment. So we use a whole plethora of what's known as bioregulator. So some of these come in capsule form. These are really expensive, unfortunately, because there's so few places in the world. There's one place in England that supply it, thankfully. But this pack is £30 a go, and she'll go through one of these every 5 days or so. Twice a week, roughly, I'll give Sarah an injection, which will be a cocktail of other peptides. Some of them related to the pineal gland in the brain, which controls your circadian rhythm, and more importantly, not more importantly, but as also importantly, the melatonin release. She also takes some for the thymus gland, which is the kind of the central point of immune cell kind of growth and distribution. And so these come in vial form, and some of these are really expensive. One of these here, this is £40 a week. This one here, this is £20 a week. They all serve very important roles. Each ever slightly differently to the next, and so that's where my research and my kind of obsession in this has kind of come in, to try and support Sarah. And we wouldn't be able to afford any of this without your money. The idea we're trying to do this is we're trying to allow Sarah's body to do what it's designed to do, which is to effectively fight off tumour cells, to fight off cells in the body that shouldn't be there, whether it's viruses, bacteria, fungus, whatever it is. Her system, your body, my body, everybody's system is designed to fight off these things. And so we are trying to uplift that portion of her body, of her immune system, whilst taking bioregulator peptides for certain other areas, so the liver, the bone marrow, because we know that it's in Sarah's bones. We're trying to create, give these little signals to the body to shift to a normal state. And that's what these bioregulator peptides have the potential to. It's not heavily studied in oncology because the money's not there to be made off of these things, but it is studied, and it has been studied, and there has been lots of really interesting results coming from around the world, Russia, etc., on these things. So that's new-ish, and we could not do that without you. I'll say that again. We appreciate you. We feel the kindness. We're overwhelmed with gratitude. We always have been. And we want you to experience this, and that's why we're recording these videos, so that you know that you are part of this journey as well.